Taking courses at the Glen School allowed me to engage in both my interests, but also learn things that I would apply to my career. That's what's been truly valuable about my education that I received from the Glen School, is that I'm using it today. My name is Joe Flarida. I graduated from the Glen School in June of 2012. I'm currently working on the Committee on Science, Space, and Technology for the Democratic staff. At Ohio State, I was actually a political science major for those first year or two, and I enjoyed that program, but I felt like I was enjoying more of the opportunities to engage in those real policy issues, the things that are affecting our communities and the country. And I noticed that after I took a class at the Glen School, I took it was Public Policy 200, and I took that class, and I felt like it was a great opportunity to actually think about these issues and actually work our way through these problems and work with my fellow students on solving these real issues. And so that program itself, I felt like, really encapsulated what I wanted to do with my career and what I wanted to do with my life. And so that's when I immediately decided I was going to do the dual degree program and do political science and public affairs, and it worked out perfectly. And during my time at the Glen School, I engaged with the school quite a bit. I had a chance to do the Washington Academic Internship Program. Being a student in the Academic Internship Program for the Glen School is a really unique opportunity. You get the chance to come to DC and fully engage as a full-time working intern here in the city, but also get the chance to take some courses that really challenge you as well. It forces you to budget your time and figure out how to manage both the academic side of things, but also the full-time work side of things. That opportunity really kind of sealed for me that I wanted to come to DC, and so when I got back to the Glen School that following year, I engaged in some research opportunities. I researched Energy Frontier Research Centers with Dr. Craig Boardman at the Patel Center for Science and Technology Policy. It sounds like a very nerdy topic at the outset, but it was really interesting to work under Dr. Boardman and get the chance to really kind of go through what the analysis process is like for a policy analyst. It definitely caught my interest. It was something that I was very engaged in, and found him to be someone I could ask questions to, and I could pop into his office at any point in time and mull over ideas and see what he thought. He's still to this day someone that I look up to, someone that was a great professor and someone who kind of inspired me to go along this track today. That led me to apply for an opportunity with the actual Patel Memorial Institute here in Washington, D.C. They have a government affairs and public policy office, and so that connection was valuable to move down here, and started working for Battelle for about a year, and then I took an internship with the Committee on Science, Space, and Technology. And it was one of those things where I worked really hard and ended up getting a full-time opportunity to work on the committee. The coursework at the Glen School really challenges students to think about problems in a way they haven't before, to think about kind of every angle, think about every stakeholder that would be impacted by these things. But it also challenges students to think in a way that it applies in the real world. So when I'm writing a memo for a class at the Glen School, I was writing a memo that was 2 pages long, that was concise, and that is exactly what I do today in my job. When I'm challenged to address a problem that we're seeing in the science policy world, it's not a long academic research paper. Tends to be more of those 2-page concise memos, and that type of coursework has allowed me to excel in my job today.